Hey everyone! Ever wondered what happens when the ordinary suddenly turns extraordinary? We've all seen them, right? Those masked bandits, the nocturnal scavengers rummaging through our trash. Just background noise, we thought. But what if one night everything changed? What if those flashing eyes in the headlights weren't just looking for dinner, but something far more profound? Imagine this. One morning, every raccoon across North America wakes up with human-level intelligence. Not just smart, but truly intelligent. And by sunrise, something incredible and a little unsettling has happened. Every city, robbed. Not with violence, not with chaos, but cleanly, quietly, perfectly. Their tiny hands, almost human already, now move with intent. Latches, locks, switches, zippers, suddenly trivial. Garages open, vending machines yield their treasures, glove compartments pop. Everything is just slightly rearranged, a subtle message. We understand this now. One clever raccoon smears mud over a motion sensor, rendering it useless. Another rewires a car battery using stolen copper strands. They're not just scavenging, they're studying. For the first time, the urban wild has a strategy. Surveillance cameras catch them working in precise teams of 3. A vigilant lookout, a skilled tool handler, and one efficiently carrying a plastic crate. At 3 a.m., you'd find them raiding recycling centers. But not just making a mess, they're unstacking cans, sorting by barcode color, metals neatly to one side, plastics to another. By the time the sun peaks, city waste piles look cleaner. Sanitation crews call it vandalism. Ecologists, they call it organization. They communicate through touch and rhythm. A sequence of taps on metal pipes replaces speech. 3 taps for found, 1 scrape for trap, 2 knocks for go. Under bridges and loading docks, this unique Morse code spreads. Neighborhood by neighborhood, their network grows. Not wired by data cables, but by memory. Every raccoon knows where every dumpster, every river, every safe zone lies. They don't own maps. They are the maps. And then, something even more astonishing begins. They start building. Not skyscrapers, no, but workshops. Abandoned laundromats transform into forges, powered by spinning dryer drums. They strip streetlights for wiring, repurpose solar panels from rooftops, and construct shelters cooled by underground storm drains. This isn't random chaos, it's infrastructure, designed to outlast them, and maybe, just maybe, outlast us. They copy us first, but then they correct us. While humans casually throw everything away, raccoons recycle out of sheer survival. Old phone batteries become heating pads. Shredded insulation, cozy bedding. They learn at an unbelievable pace. One night in a library, a week in a junkyard, a month in a lab someone forgot to lock. By the time we truly notice, it feels almost too late. Every suburb hums with quiet theft. Garden hoses, bolts, shiny trinkets, mirrors, all gone. But not for greed, for purpose. A journalist flies a drone over a park in Vancouver and it captures something utterly inexplicable. A spiral structure of aluminum cans, meticulously wired into a circle that rotates in the wind, scattering moonlight into ethereal pulses. It's not decoration, it's communication. Their own language visible from the sky. Police stations are flooded with reports. They took the whole generator. Our alarms won't reset. The locks don't work anymore. But when officers investigate, there's no violence, no forced entry. Every missing part has been replaced with something else, lighter, quieter, and somehow more functional. They're not stealing. They're upgrading the city, according to their own design. It starts with soft power. Nocturnal curfews become impossible. Streetlights flicker off in patterns that match their movements. Car alarms fail. Cameras glitch. Vending machines go dark between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. They call them raccoon hours. Trash output drops by 30% in a single week because they intercept it first. sorting, cleaning, consuming. We wake to emptier streets that somehow run better, cleaner alleys, fewer rats, but also fewer deliveries making it through the night. Then the messages begin. Traffic signs rearranged to spell geometric patterns, graffiti in perfect symmetry, triangles, spirals, tessellations that only make sense from above. An entire city blocks dumpsters aligned like chess pieces. Someone finally realizes they're mapping ownership, territory, hierarchy. Raccoon tribes have quietly replaced street gangs, and they're winning. When we retaliate, traps, poison, sonic deterrents, they adapt instantly. They trigger traps without even touching them. They flood poison bins with water until the toxins dissolve. They even steal the speakers used to repel them, mounting them under bridges to play white noise, perfectly masking their own activity. Every countermeasure we devise becomes a lesson for them. Every night they grow smarter, quieter, bolder. They learn currency next. Not money, that's meaningless, but value. Food, warmth, information, energy. A shiny coin means nothing, but a lithium battery? A treasure. Trade routes form across rail lines and through drainage systems. By winter, raccoons are smuggling power banks between cities through underground tunnels. An entire black market of the night. No human oversight, no mistakes. Then, one day, they reach a threshold. They stop hiding. In Toronto, a group of 50 walks openly across a highway at dawn, carrying what looks like a solar-powered generator made from scavenged car parts. Traffic stops, cameras roll. They calmly set it down at a rest stop, plug in the public lights, and vanish. The street stays lit for 6 nights straight, on stored power alone. Their message is clear. We can run this better than you. Government scientists scramble. Theories flood in. AI, mass psychosis, chemical mutation. But there's no virus, no lab, no single origin. Just evolution, accelerated by everything we carelessly left lying around. They move with incredible precision now. One group infiltrates a water treatment plant, another a landfill, another the subway tunnels. When human workers arrive, the raccoons retreat. Not scared, just polite. Every gauge still reads normal. Every pump still runs. The only difference? Efficiency is up 12%. By spring, they truly own the night. Delivery companies start scheduling quiet hours, so their trucks don't interrupt raccoon logistics. Restaurants leave sealed bins labeled "Approved for nightly pickup" in exchange for spotless alleys. Cities that cooperate thrive. Those that fight lose power, one blackout at a time. The question spreads faster than any headline. If the creatures we mocked as trash thieves offered to maintain our world, cleaner, quieter, smarter, would we let them? Would we step back and share the city? Human pride often says no, but reality is changing. Power grids stabilize at night. Rivers run clearer. Food waste drops by half. Cameras catch raccoons standing on rooftops at sunrise, staring out over skylines they've silently optimized. No war, no rebellion, just replacement, graceful, inevitable. We built civilization to control nature. They inherited it by understanding what we ignored. They learned how to balance chaos with cooperation, and they did it with trash, teamwork, and time. So, if one morning you wake to find your bins empty, your lights dim, your locks reversed, don't panic. That's not a break-in. That's maintenance. We thought intelligence was a ladder only we could climb. Turns out, the next species didn't need to climb it at all. They just waited until we dropped enough tools to build their own. What do you think about this wild possibility? Let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like this video if you found it intriguing, and subscribe to the channel for more thought-provoking stories like this. Thanks for watching.